Alright, time for a Rengar game. This is going to be a low ELO game. I'll be showing you how you can carry these with Rengar, how you can escape this rank with Rengar pretty consistently. I'm not going to go for any specific aggressive plays or anything of that nature. I'm just going to go nice and consistent. And strategies you can apply. Throughout the game, I'll explain everything as well, obviously. Why I do things like that. If you have any questions, put those below. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into this. So I'm against I'm assuming blue Kayn because of first strike. I guess you could technically go red Kayn with first strike, but you know. Yeah. Lanes-wise here, Singe is a pretty tough gank, I will say. But I'm just gonna start like nicely on bot lane, making it as easy for you as possible as well. To just get like a situation. Generally, I prefer starting on red buff with Rengar because it allows you for the most freedom. Because I could do like red side, for example, into an instant invade to his red buff. That would be a potential aggressive move I could go for. Or like take my red side and go for his blue buff invade or something like that, right? Like just starting red buff overall gives you more versatility and even potential gank options on level 3 as well. It's all gonna be depending on that type of situation. Which is actually really good, so I don't smite here. I'm just gonna hold my smite for the Krugs right now. Ward over. Can power Q here. Smite this. Just get everything down. This makes your clear as easy as possible, basically. Do this, and then we just walk with charges here. In this situation, I'm most likely just gonna go for a full clear, even though I could technically invade that Kayn. I'm just gonna keep it like something easy to replicate, right? Full clears are just like quite nice, quite easy. Wait, hello? Did I just click through that big raptor like 5 times? What happened there? Oh, I'm getting minion walk, nice. Finish that off. Take all your abilities here, and we're just gonna keep on clearing. Go for this nice full clear, and we'll play from there. Use your W for like gray health purposes as well. There you go. Good. Drag it up. No invades from Kayn, which is not very surprising because it would be kind of crazy for a Kayn to invade a Rengar. I technically could be invading him here. But if I wasn't playing for like just nice and consistent purposes, I would definitely just go for that invade on his red buff, for example. But it's all good. We just clear this and then we can look at top lane because he is kind of pushing in, which probably allows for a pretty good gank option. Executed. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Make sure to hold on to your full stacks here because this makes the gank easier. I might not get the distance on this. This is definitely potentially warded because he backed off quite quickly here. I do have to keep in mind that my Ahri isn't here. I'm just gonna play very slowly. I made a slight mistake with my use of my thing there. I should never have. You are kidding? Oh! I was about to say good. I should have used my W there instead of using my Q and power, which was a mistake. Because the W would have healed me more. If you're getting into closer fights like that, especially being health down, it's better to always go for like W usages. Because then you can get your health back faster. I also couldn't really like commit to aggressive fighting towards him. Like towards walking for this bush, for example. Because of Cannon's priority. And Ahri being dead in base. So I'd have to respect that as well. In that situation, I just kited as far back as possible and just tried to play off of my W healing sustain so I don't die. And it worked out for me quite well. I was a lot of HP down in that fight, and I made a mistake as well by not using the W, as I said earlier. Because the Ws are going to give you tremendous amounts of health, especially in close fights like that. It's always basically going to swing in your favor with Ws. So, that's a big one. But yeah, it's all good. You see a pretty nice fight there, I suppose. Right here, we just walk bot lane. I mean, Kayn could keep walking forward, which I kind of doubt. I'm just going to walk at this bush here, basically, if I can. Without getting seen would be very ideal. Because now they're just going to walk up, right? Like this Brand, for example, he's going to show, surely. What? Really? There he goes. Patience. Patience is key. He flashed as well, beautiful. I wasn't really ever going to get him because of the CDR, but the flash there is very nice for me. I'm also not going to be able to touch this wave or anything. But yeah, in that situation, we see the fight, we see the wave position up here. And that just means that if they don't have direct vision on you, which they didn't really, you can sneak into the bush. And that is a very good gank angle for a Rengar, right? If you can like have lanes that are shoving, a very good gank option is doing that. You just walk into the bush and you can just leap at the target that you're going for, which makes things very easy to kill. Also, they didn't expect me in that situation, so it just makes that very, very nice. Seems that kill also solo killed the top laner, which is nice. I 1v1 the jungler and then I just picked up the brand for free, which is very good for me. There we go. Just keep the clear going here. I mainly want to look for just hitting level 6 now. So this is good. After level 6, we can just kind of like hunt a little bit for some charges potentially. Some bone tooth charges is what I'm talking about for the extra damage. Good. Mid's shoving all the way in, so after this I should... Do I hit 6 after this one? Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that one, actually. I could not. I will see. Jump, this, hit it down. I do hit 6 here, so I just go mid. I could technically go top, but I think the mid gank makes more sense. We hit the plant here, so we extend our, like, charges, basically. We ping several times that we're going in. She lands that, I just triple Q. Triple Q, you have a full charge going in, which is what my goal was there, and then you prep the Q right before you jump, and right as you land, you press EW, and then you just press Q twice, basically, and you're chilling. Give her cannon. She didn't get the cannon. I believe she missed that one. Oh. Hit it down. Also extends my charges. Kane shows. I'm pretty sure I'm safe to just go for the dragon here. Because the Kane can't do anything. The enemy bot lane's under turret as well, so this should be fairly safe. I do have 2 smites at the moment, but... This is definitely not the most ideal thing in the world. My bot lane is slightly trolling right now, unfortunately. Got the dragon mode, I'm dead most likely. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, that's just out of my control, honestly. My bot lane, like, refused to rotate simply, which made that a lot more difficult than it really should have been. Sadly. Because with the bot lane priority like this, there's no reason for them not to just walk over towards dragon. And do something about that play, right? Like, it's pretty straightforward, but they didn't, so there's nothing I can really do about that, sadly. Good kill on Kane. Solid. At least my bot lane listened to those pings. I don't take my red buff, thank you very much. Good. Alright. That's fine. Slightly unfortunate, but I did end up getting the dragon, luckily, so that's good. This is gonna happen, though. Like, if your bot lane absolutely refuses to rotate towards an objective, you can die for something that should be very free, which is definitely not the best thing, you know? It definitely sucks when it happens. But yeah, it'll happen for sure. No matter how much you ping or anything, it'll happen. Sadly. Kane will definitely not have enough time to rush the Rift Herald, so I'm kind of clearing my bot side and just playing that in towards top side. More so here instead of just insta-sprinting Herald in this case. Not really going to be too contested right now. I do this, and then I'm just going to sprint up towards top scuttle and then look to see if he's doing Herald or not. Okay, I'm just going to ult mid because he just flashed. Okay. You win. I have to flash smite you. Didn't really want to do that, but, you know. He flashed, like, I thought he flashed already here, but I guess he didn't, maybe. I don't know. Didn't get in range on that one, sadly. I can kite this up and hold my charges, potentially. Okay, and I spotted bot side. Just needs to reset first. The pet hits that thing from a massive distance, by the way. Actually kind of crazy. Yeah, we see where Kane is, so I just start this. I don't have smite, though, which is potentially a little risky. He's gonna do this. If kill doesn't troll, this should be fine. Let's go for the jump on him, snare him as well, so he can't dash, and he's just dead here. Like, in that case, I take the priority of going for him instead, obviously, so I just get that, so he can't smite this away from me. No, you... Ah, okay, she got it, at least. Can I move, please? That was kind of close, I'm not gonna lie. The Rift Herald body blocked me from actually getting... That doesn't reach, because I don't have enough movement speed. Do this. He's gonna walk back into me here for sure. Alright, very good. Was able to clean it up, but I wasn't able to get in a good position otherwise. I wanted to walk in front of Herald and burst it out then, but he just kind of just started ulting. It was pretty risky doing that without smite, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely risky. I tried to play it in such a way that I could actually get it. Yeah, not having smite is obviously not great starting a Rift Herald. Kind of forced to use it on cannon in that mid lane situation. I mean, maybe I didn't have to, because maybe Ahri would have actually just gotten him. So, yeah, it is what it is. We have half the KP right now, which is really good. My main objective here is definitely using this Rift Herald before the 14-minute mark as well. I also have a tremendous amount of gold right now, so resetting is definitely required. Get this, we go Essence Reaver next. There we go. 10 gold, I can wait 10 gold. Not a problem. Good. Okay, so for the charges, I definitely need Jinx, which is a high priority, but I also like want to use the Herald on like mid turret, so if I can just go mid. I'm gonna collect the stacks off my Raptor camp to get max stacks, and I'm gonna ult the mid laner with a triple Q. See if that happens for a play. Should be fine. That's all I needed. Delay myself slightly so my cooldowns line up so I can actually get the Qs off. Grab Q, Q, Q. There we go, he's dead. Slightly didn't have my W up there, but yeah, you get the idea. I prepped my charges, so I just burst out the guy on mid lane, and now I can just focus on the mid turret. Use your abilities to get your Qs off here. So this way you can get it lower faster, and then just Herald here, and then you just force the turret down. Rengar Q does a lot of damage to the turret, so you can absolutely abuse that. Also clearing the wave here, so this way I can push this Herald into the next turret potentially. Go Q prep this. Auto attack move with Q, and he's dead, because he was literally 1 HP. Cannon is actually alive. Oh, yep, a little bit too greedy on my end. Definitely running. I looked, and I was like, I can go for this turret, right, by just queuing it down a couple times, but that was getting a little too risky there. Pick all of this up. Not going to use my W here. I'm just going to slowly queue myself up to a max bar. And I'm just going to go for this. Should be fine, realist. I'm not going to kite this out of the pit now, because this is actually slightly better. Also going to waste me a little bit less time, and at this stage in the game I definitely have plenty of damage not to need all my charges on this the entire time. This one you want to show up for, right? Okay. Go mid. Have 3 charges out of 4, which should be fine. That's a little bit sad, actually. Gently bowl out the other one there. With the empower thing. Okay. Gain a spotted bot, so we're quickly gonna peep his top side here. If you see the enemy bot lane like that, like the enemy jungler show anywhere, and you're like close to their jungle on that specific side, always try to check what's up, because in this situations we can potentially take 2 of his camps right here and never be able to make it to bot lane anyway, right? Right there, a bola for vision, and I just auto attack move towards the target, so the moment it can jump, it will jump. See if I can loop in from behind on this guy. Kinda nice. Should not lose my bola charges here. And I just snare him there pretty easily. And here I'm just gonna go reset, I think. Because I mean, I could walk all the way over here, but I'm just gonna go out of base and just take my bot side camps quicker, and let's see if I can get like an ult off slightly faster here. Take this. Enemy team is rather squishy, so we're just gonna go for Collector next. Otherwise, you go Lord Dominic's. And after that, I'd like to go Bloodthirster and Ravenous. Got 2 dragons, got the first Rift Herald. I kind of want to play for the second Herald as well, so they're going down here and full clearing up. Towards that Scuttle spawn is also going to be good for the Herald, which is also what kind of lines up a little bit like this. Not a good reason to like kind of reset, right? Dead. At this point, right, you're so strong. Like Rengar like snowballs very, very well. Still the same concept, like prepping Q and jumping and stuff like that, right? There we go. Very snowball heavy champion. So now all of this can be cleared, and then I could look for like his red buff respawn, the Rift Herald spawn, all of that type of stuff. So we're setting ourselves up pretty well here. Keep getting the consistent farming going here too. Which is already, like, doing the consistent farming thing is already very good. Because as you can see, it creates very good leads in CS. And those CS leads are massive upon, like, also, of course, the kills you get. But yeah, the consistency of all of this makes you very, very strong in general. I'm like level 12 against a level 8 Kane here at the moment, right? So here, the Rift Herald's gonna spawn on like 23, but all of his topside camps are currently respawning. We also see Kane going aggressive on mid. He probably gets that kill. But I'm just gonna walk up to this bush, and I'm just gonna get my charges off this thing real quick. And he walks into me, and then we just kill him instantly. And I'm just patiently waiting. Like, I'm not gonna ult for him if I don't have to, because he's definitely walking into his topside, right? Like, there's no way he's not gonna just walk into his topside there. So we just wait for him very patiently, and then we just, anytime it happens, we just go for it. Bola attack move. Take this. And then now we just take the Rift Herald. Still need to ult the Jinx relatively soon for my last charge on my Bone Tooth necklace, so that's something to keep in mind here as well. The bug fixed? It seems to be fixed. That is very nice. Okay, good. Get this down. Take the reset here. Because there's nothing up on the map currently right now. And the next respawn I want is that dragon. So this is definitely a time to reset. We take the Vamp Scepter going into the Bloodthirster, which is what you always want to pick up with your 5th item. Counting boots. And then, yeah, last item will Ravenous it up. And we have good stuff going. If the enemy team is more tanky, you take the Lord Dominic's instead of the Collector. Also, if it happens to go super, super late game, it's actually better to sell your Duskblade and get an Infinity Edge. Like, really late game, because then the crit scaling is going to do a lot more. So you'll end up having more damage that way, basically. Going to be better for burst potential. There we go, double kill. Same concept, trying to keep your stacks high, going for plays. I really need to kill this Jinx. I'm just going to walk at him. I'm pretty sure I should be fine. Q. There he goes, dead. Just kind of flash on him there because I don't have ult, but the charge already is very worth. As a ranged champ, he had a pretty good chance of just walking out there anyway. Kane is dead, so this is a good time, like before the dragon spawns, a good time to just check his camps real quick. Because the more camps you can take from the enemy, the better it is if you get a lead on yourself. I don't want to be playing for any of my camps here. I want to be playing forward and trying to take his camps, trying to take people that are out of position as much as possible. So, yeah. That is it for Rengar. And, yeah, see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright. The time for the second game of this video. The first game was a little short, so I will do another one to add after it. In this one, I'll be going against an Echo here, which is a pretty easy matchup, honestly. Again, like relatively weaker jungler that I could technically invade if I wanted to, but I am not going to, because I'm just going to keep it nice and consistent. Something that's easy to replicate instead of going super aggressive invades, and it'll be more difficult for people to copy. So, yeah. Again, low elo game. Ooh, spicy invades from the enemy team. Very interesting. I wonder if they're going to go for this. Probably they walk out here, right? There's no way they walk back. That is doubt. Yeah, okay, we're good. So yeah, lower elo game. Show you how it's done. Runes wise, not sure if I've mentioned that, but I'll mention it now. There are 2 pages up on screen. If you are newer to Rengar, I'd absolutely recommend Electrocute over First Strike, but First Strike is the better rune setup if you know what you're doing, because that rune just holds more value overall. But Electrocute has no condition of proccing, right? It's just, it hits, it hits. You can't mess it up, you can't make a mistake on it. That's why I'm running Electrocute right now. But yeah, First Strike is definitely a move. Right here, ward over, there we go. Focus the big one down here. Don't lose too many hits while kiting it if you can. Jump into the bush for that stack. That's a little annoying. Okay, we'll just W it, it's fine. Lane's getting aggressed on. technically speaking here, I just want you to know, technically I could like do Raptors here and just insta-run Bolt because they are super far pushed in and I could absolutely go for that gank. If a situation like this happens, like you can absolutely do something like that, but I'm not going to do it here because I just want to go for the normal start here. That's like, yeah, it's going to happen more, right? Like, but this, if this happens to you, absolutely you can just run Raptors and run like that, hug the wall, and you get it, get the bot lane gank done, which is an absolute option. Just want to have mentioned that right there. Also, if you've made it this far into the video, a lot of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you do enjoy my content, consider subscribing. That would be greatly appreciated. Rumble. Going to, oh, I didn't. Okay, well, that's fine. I didn't mean to press W there. I wanted to press Q, but I misclicked, so that's my bad. Gonna cost me slight amount of time on this here, probably, but it's okay. Rumble is hard shoving this in, but I'm just gonna commit to this. Full clear finish. It's okay. Q and power there. Gonna like try to end the camp here with as many charges as possible, so I'm just gonna walk here. That reset's slightly annoying. It didn't reach. It's not even okay. That cost me a lot of time. It was slightly above 600, so I actually couldn't smite it right away, which really sucked. That cost me a bit of time there, which is not great. Just gonna walk up here. Gonna have to Q preemptively. Let's fight him here. I made sure in that situation to have my charges fully stacked going out of my jungle, so if something happens, I can insta-fight it. Very nice. So in this situation, I was initially planning to go for Rumble, of course, but then the Echo showed up. And because I held my charges, even though I slowed myself down by doing it a bit, because I slightly griefed the Gromp HP, I still get that entire play on Echo because he is just a much weaker champion and I had my full charges. If I don't have my full charges in a situation like that, I don't win that easily, right? So that's definitely something to keep in mind. First thing is switch this, get this. Build towards the Duskblade once again. Yeah, it's really, really important that as many situations as you can possibly have max charges while running around, you want to have max charges while running around. I think one hit from Janna E kills Twitch, so... There is a death. I think he risked it too much. He could have kited that a little bit better, probably, but it's okay. I have my camps up. I'm not going to go for this bot scuttle here because it's not going to be worth more than my respawned camps, so that's definitely not going to happen. For me right now, my camps are just respawning, so I could just go through this rotation and try to hit level 6 a bit quicker here. Should be quite good. I think my Morgana just died as well. Yeah. Keep it nice and consistent. Here again, trying to end the camp with like many charges or more charges. Walking around with 3 is pretty good, right? Going mid here doesn't do anything because I don't have the mobility to catch a Talon. If the mid laner had like more gank potential instead of just being able to hop over 50 walls, you know, I might be able to go for that. I don't care about the first dragon either because it doesn't do anything. I'd just rather play for like the Rift Herald, first Rift Herald, and just kind of keep myself a little bit better on the clear. This is going to respawn, but I see Talon still playing fairly forward. Gonna ping this side, so if he plays like towards this side, he could do something maybe. That's Dragon Dawn, that's fine. Just pinging my jump distance if he goes for something. Maybe Talon goes in. Yeah, that sucks. He's probably gonna walk towards his Raptors, I would imagine, so I'm just gonna walk at him real quick. See if I can maybe get there in time. There he goes, perfect. That is just a situation where he's definitely walking towards that. What are you doing, buddy? You think I'm walking into that? No thanks. Hop out. Perfect. Okay, wait. Look, I'm not disrespecting, I'm flashing. That was too greedy to go for that camp. I disrespected Talon's respawn timer. That is my bad. 120 on that. That should be fine. The Rumble thought I was gonna run. I'm not running into that. No thanks. I'm good. Walk back to the bush is your best friend on the Rengar, really. Yeah, I knew, based on like Echo's positioning and pathing, I knew he was gonna walk into this. And as soon as you walk into like some kind of distance on Rengar with a bush jump, you have so much room to actually get somebody with that. It's really good. I should wait 30 gold. I really should wait this gold. I just wait for this, then I walk out of base, do red buff, or maybe Krug's red buff, and then I just go for the Rift Herald spawn. But it's absolutely worth waiting for this gold. No questions asked. Entire item is big. So Echo is there. I have about 43 seconds, so I should be able to just like do these 2 camps. And then by that time my ult will be back up, and I'm just going to start playing up towards Rift Herald with that. So I really want to be there as close to the spawn as possible. You don't have to be there exactly on spawn, because if Echo, let's say, does it exactly on spawn, he is never going to finish that thing in time before I would get there. So I have a little bit of room, which allows me to just take my red buff. And he's also playing towards bot side now as well, so I do have a little bit more room there too. So yeah, I should be fine. I definitely should be fine. Gonna take this. I might just sweep my entire bot side camps and then just go for the Herald after. But that Herald is definitely my main priority at this moment in time. Absolutely no questions. I'm also actually gonna line up my smite with this. That's actually also better because I get a better smite now, which is really good. What I can do here from mid is I can just charge myself up on this camp here. And then I might be able to go for like the mid gank as well. Potentially. Talon just flashed too, so... If I do this, I might have a chance at mid gank. Depending on whether Talon reset or not. It didn't. It's very unlikely that I'll be able to get the Talon, so I'm just gonna walk through here, I suppose. Hit this one so I hold him to my stacks. I could look for his red buff here, because at this moment in time, it's fairly risky to just insta-start Herald. Okay, Echo into bot, so we're just gonna insta-start Herald then. Not a problem. Stacks are about the time. I would definitely just use your Q, because it's just going to give you the movement speed boost there for a bit. I'm going to drag this towards this bush, and then we just do it right here. So this time we can always walk back to the bush, basically, to get our jump stack. So it makes it a little bit faster for us. Alright, so as you can see right here, like I can just walk back and forth to the bush, and I can just use this bush for extra charges. This also kind of works for the dragon as well, but it's just going to make things a little quicker. Echo is still chilling on bot lane. His doesn't have red buff. His entire top side should be up, so we just take that. Wouldn't be able to make it to bot lane here anyway, so I trade that bot lane play for the Rift Herald, and then also the top side for Echo, because obviously if he's small at bot lane like this, and you know this, you want to make sure you take as much as possible from him. And we know for a fact that everything in his top side is up, because everything just respawned, right? Makes sense. Use this plant here to just hold this wall real quick as well. You could technically E this thing as well, that would work too, but plant works. Got my charges here. Just gonna ult him. Should be an easy kill. Very good. Echo is walking out of base towards me right now, so I definitely have to be a bit careful with that. Could technically herald this, but Echo... Okay, Echo didn't prevent me from doing it. I'm just gonna herald the top turret then. If Echo is walking towards me right now, I would definitely not herald this, but because he is not, I can probably just get this down low enough to the point where I can just herald now. Emo TPs as well. There should be an entire turret going off the Rift Herald. Rengar Q does a lot of damage to Rift Herald, so because Echo walked down, this is now a possibility. Finish him off first. Duskblade proc, so he can't proc on me, and I'm not going to disrespect Echo too much with everything on cooldown. Talon is also rotating out of mid lane, so he should be very careful there. I have a lot of gold, so I definitely don't want to do this. 25 gold for Essence Reaver, that's fine. Yeah, so because Echo didn't actually show top and he went mid lane instead, that instantly allowed me for the free play on the turret, which is extremely valuable, of course, right there, right? Because that just allows me to get so much gold off that turret. So I just got the Rift out for 300 gold and took his entire top side, killed Rumble, and then got an entire turret worth of turret plates. Like, I got so much gold just now. Like, it's an absolutely absurd amount of gold right there. So I'm going to have a colossal lead. And this is also why that Rift Herald is so good. Whoa, you are not serious with this, right? You're just dead. He invaded a... Okay, you are risking it, mate. Fair enough, but you can see damage kicking in now. Like, that snowball off that Rift Herald right there with that third blade just gave me so much gold that at this point I'm just so strong. There's nothing they can do. Now I will have to make sure, though, that I have to get, like, my other marks, and especially, like, help my bot lane and stuff like that. On my way. So I have to go here right now, if I have possible. I'm gonna quickly hop over this way, use a Q, and just sprint bot. Hold on to my stacks as long as possible here as well. Extra hit there for a stack, and then I can use the plant too for the stack duration extension. Now I just ult, and we press ult with max charges. So we Q up, prep the Q before we jump. And then we just triple Q combo like that. He died with the second Q, basically, but that's the idea at least. So that way you can hold on to all your charges and then walk in, prep the Q, and then use EW right as you land. It'll land on that, and then you can get it down pretty easily. Let's sweep here. I'm going to walk towards the bush so I have ways to play instead of being stuck in the pit, because it's a little bit of a risky dragon. Walk back and forth here. Make sure I keep walking into the bush as well for stack, and also for slight vision over like Talon and stuff. So if he would rotate, I would have it still, if you know what I mean. Like I could jump on him instead, for example. That's what we're looking at. I currently need the mid laner still for a charge and their support, I believe. So I definitely just want to play bot side here when my ult is back up, basically. I do want to look at mid. Should not have hit that plant. That's actually kind of annoying for me. That was really bad ease. I could technically have ulted there, to be fair. Get him real quick. Ult. I shouldn't disrespect. I played that so poorly. It's actually crazy. They're just walking as a team. I'm not disrespecting that at all. If they would have split up, then yeah, sure, but they didn't, so, you know. I just misplayed that fight heavily. I probably should have just ulted and jumped somebody. That's a mistake. I mean, the other mistake, obviously, there, too, is kind of, like, not playing towards bushes on, like, Rengar's side for your team, but obviously I could just ult that and be fine. If I can make it towards the bush here, if I'm lucky. Use my Q for a bit of a movement speed booster to potentially make it. Otherwise, I might be able to just get a jump off, maybe. Okay, could actually here, so he's dead. Disrespected my range too much, which is very common, honestly. Very, very common that happens. So this Rift Herald's going to spawn in about 40 seconds. So actually just the play for me right now is just a reset here. And this way I can play it like towards top side. I can buy items because I have quite a lot of gold. And then I can just play towards the Herald there. The enemy team is fairly squishy here. So I'm going to go Collector. If the enemy team is a lot tankier, then you just go for the Lord Dominic's instead. As of this exact moment in time, before the patch comes out, the Storm Razor is better still. As like a third item right now. But that's going to get removed. So I'm just going to go the Collector Lord Dominic's route, basically. I just need Talon now, I believe, for a stack. So that's definitely a priority to look for me. For my Bone Tooth necklace for damage increase. It goes there, which is actually good for me. He's probably going to start recalling, or he's just dead here. He's just dead here. There it goes. Focus this. Don't walk into his ult. I'm not going to disrespect him. I don't care. I'll also have to take into account like Talon's rotation speed, right? And my Teemo not rotating there either. Dudes, that's what I mean. Damn. Talon actually just got me with that. Yeah, I disrespected too much. Like, Teemo's position here doesn't help me whatsoever, right? Like, if he would be walking forward or, like, walking with me, something like that isn't allowed by Talon. Because then Teemo would be able to blind Talon. So, I was walking slightly too far forward, assuming my Teemo would kind of follow me up a little bit, potentially. But he didn't do that, so I kind of died because I did that. And now I gave Talon 1,000 gold, which is definitely not good. Definitely not good. But that's more my fault and less so. I mean, I guess it's more Teemo's fault, but it's more my fault for expecting something. If that makes sense. So that is definitely not good. I'm just going to sprint at mid lane here. If he walks up even slightly, he's dead. He probably won't. Alright. Yeah, that's not a great death. My team is dying a lot, let's say. I should be okay, I think. I did lose the Herald, sadly. I was thinking I might have a chance, but no. Wait, you're just dead. Okay, thank you. At least I got one. The Baron recall saved his life. Otherwise, I would have probably just killed the Talon there. I really need to prioritize killing Talon here, though. Like, I really need to get my damage increase off him. Let's just go very aggressive now. We don't want to play this towards, like, anything on our jungle clear anymore. We just want to walk forward. Very good. He didn't play it exactly the way I would have liked, because he definitely played a little too far up to the side, but this is good enough, you know. Just ult straight down bot lane here, because they're just there. They're walking forward right now, so we just go for this, right? Easy mode. Right. And she got the turret. That's... Damn. The Jenna ult to get the turret there was pretty good, actually. Good enough, though. Like, in that situation, it was good. Like, my Vel'Koz played it good enough to the point where I could jump the Talon. If he was playing it, would have ran down, I would have been really upset, to be fair, but... Because if he does that, then he just clearly trolls me, right? That would be really unfortunate. I'm just gonna do the dragon really quickly, because they never reacted this in time, I don't think. Because with my clear speed now, I think I should be fast enough to just burst it out, really. Hopefully, at least. Which I think I'll be okay. But yeah, as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage to it, and it's not that much damage to do. Oh, wait, whoa, I almost didn't smite it there. I don't have to ult for this, right? Snare him there. Walk at him. Good. Ult here. Kill him, good. Slowly. Up between them. Flash over the wall. Into the bush, good. Up to him, good. There you go. Play around your bushes as much as physically possible. So flashing over the wall there, getting a better position towards the bush. And then use that jump as well to jump to the next target that the Rumble is like standing there for me to hit, right? That's what you're looking for. I have a lot of gold now. Actually, I'm going to take the blue before I back here, because this respawn time, I should definitely just take it away. But yeah, that is what I'm looking for there. I'm just looking at like pick potential, playing it slowly, seeing openings, waiting for openings, and then like using your bushes to your advantage as much as possible. Like they're locking the Talon down as well, stuff like that, right? Does that allow me to buy this thing in one go? 6 gold. Okay, that's beautiful. Futures market coming in clutch. A Bloodthirster will always be your 5th item, counting boots. Lord Dominic's could be a potential switch here. And then last item is Ravenous Hunter. Hydra, sorry. This one. This is going to give you tremendous lifesteal and also good AoE damage jumping into the enemy team. So that's really very good there. And then potentially late game, you can sell your Duskblade if you want to. Potentially for a... just do this. Build. End it. Dead. Just pick the strongest target at this point, right? I have so much damage that I'm just gonna opt for the best target to kill. Which is gonna be my priority. I can... Oh, did I not pick up my red buff here? I took that, right? Did I? Yes, I did take that. I was about to say, what the heck? I could check his red, potentially. I want to check his topside jungle to see if Jenna is walking anywhere. The red is, in fact, here. You want to see if somebody walks up to this. I think they will soon enough. Hopefully. Kind of stepping back and forth, waiting. No one going for this red buff, really. Kind of sucks. Jenna might walk back into me. She's already dead, it seems. Guess I'll just walk at Jenna from this angle here. Let him go him. Ooh, you ulted backwards, my boy. I'm setting myself up for a W cleanse there, going into any potential stun. As you saw, like I double pressed my W for the move there. With the Bloodthirster, you can easily solo this, by the way. If you have any type of lifesteal, even if it's just a Vamp Scepter, you can easily solo Baron, because the lifesteal is what's going to allow you to do that very easily. That's really what you're looking for, basically. Oh, that's definitely not good. Whoa, 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 chill, 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 buddy. Jesus Christ. Okay, lifesteal from Bloodthirster coming in very clutch there. That was a very scary moment, I'm not gonna lie. Holy moly. A W healing there as well, to be fair, but yeah. There we go. I will take my reset and just get a Tiamat here for now. Obviously cannot afford the entire item in one go, but that's fine. The Tiamat splash damage is already going to be pretty good. I have every single one of these. That's good. Biggest upgrade now would just be that Hydra. It's going to give a colossal amount of AD as well. Any level ups as well is going to give me more AD of that thing too. So that's kind of the things we are looking for now. And we are just going to play forward as much as possible into the enemy jungle to try to take as many camps from the Echo as possible, because we do have an advantage. Really? I don't want to ult. If my team could just play towards me here, that would be wonderful. Oh, this is warded? You are serious? Wow. My team is kind of trolling me there, to be honest. I could have ulted faster though, to be fair, but still. I don't know, man. If all they had to do there was just walk towards me, and they didn't do that at all. Let's see if I can run. Like, I'm auto attack moving right now just to see if I can get a random jump when they like accidentally walk into vision or something. Oh, you are dead. Okay, nice. Auto attack moving there once again. Like, I didn't know she was in the bush there, but if I auto attack move, like with an A click move, I will always get them as soon as they get in range of me. I technically could have ulted faster there, but my team like lined up so well to just walk towards the bush, and the enemy team, like, if they know it was warded, they cannot walk into me, right? Because then they just die. But yeah, they didn't walk towards me whatsoever, which really sucked, and that's kind of what I was playing for, because then I can use my just use my ult for cleanup instead of, well, whatever that was, essentially. I mean, I used my ult for cleanup at the end regardless, but you get the idea, right? If they would have just walked towards me in the first place, I could have had that as an engage, and that was so on the edge that I didn't really want to ult to initially go into that play because of that reason. Because it was just so close, but my team was just not allowing me to have it, you know what I mean? Any farm I can take now is good, because I need Ravenous Hydra charges for damage. So I'm definitely looking for things. My ult here, we're just going to walk off to the side and kill Kai'Sa. Good flash. Wow. He actually flashed the exact second I flashed. That's really annoying, actually. Fair enough. Just Q the turret and hit this down. I know, it doesn't reach. Fine. Keep hitting things down because I want Ravenous stacks, basically. He didn't die off that? Are you... Team got it, that's fine. He's dead. I do way too much damage now. Obviously, I'm a full build Rengar. You get it. Auto attack move next to Talon here. Dead. He was snared there. We saw it a little bit there with the movement things in his invisibility. So I just walk at him with an E and stuff. Rengar Q does a lot of damage to inhibitors. As you can see, you basically just one-shot them. So if you can prep some Qs on inhibitors or turrets, you kill them very quickly. Just walk at this. Hit it down. We just focus. We can just easily focus turret, because right here at 2 Qs, turret's dead. You see what I mean? I can just kill this guy for fun. 1 Q was enough. Yeah, I'm a full build Rengar, so this is kind of expected. But yeah, that is it for Rengar. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, I ended up doing 37.6k damage, which is more than double the rest of the game. Very good. True damage, 1200. We have objective damage at 75.6. Trying to stay on top of this as much as possible is very crucial. Playing around those cooldown respawn timers from these things are huge. It's going to allow you to win many, many more games. So yeah, very good there. Healing done at 17.8. Damage taken, 26.3. Self-mitigated damage at 15.4. Gold earned at 20k. And then for the runes, Electrocute dealt 1400 damage. If you run First Strike, this could probably have been about 15 to 2000 worth of like damage, but then also gold. So that can technically help you there if that is the option you are going with, if you are more comfortable with it. A Sun Impact for bonus damage, just damage here. Ultimate cooldown is really nice. And then Futures Market and Magical Footwear out of this tree. And yeah, that is it for Rengar. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like button below. I upload daily, so I will see you guys tomorrow with a, well, higher ELO video. Again, Diamond ELO probably. So yeah, bye.